Welcome, friends, to another episode of Dan Tremblay Music. You may have noticed that my surroundings have changed slightly. So we moved some things around in the basement of our house to accommodate our children who are growing older and need a bigger space. So I've moved the studio into the smaller space. So today we're going to take a little break from the walkthroughs and the product reviews and tutorials, and I'm just going to give you a quick little studio tour of my new space. Let's get to it. Let's take a quick peek around, see what we got going on here. All right, so it's not a huge room, as you can probably tell. Okay, we got about 220 square feet, more than enough to do what I need to do. It is a big old rectangle, so if you know anything about standing waves, and it's the absolute worst shape for a studio. It is not soundproof. It's echoey, hard surfaces everywhere, carpet, everything that's wrong with a studio. But you know what? With technology and working in a sample-based environment, most of the rooms that we work in, guess what? They're kind of like this nowadays. So we do what we can do. I have it lined with some of my favorite artwork. Huge U2 fan. Seen them live a ton of times. We got over here, this is a hand-drawn sketch of Mr. Here, I get a better look at it here. Mr. Bruce Springsteen, greatest lyricist of all time. I don't care what anyone says. We got some nice little scrolly artwork, because this also doubles as a music teaching room, as I teach kids. Right up on the wall above me there, my three-song demo that I did years ago at Raven Street Studios, where I also studied audio engineering. And this is a demo from my band Nostalgia. We were huge back in the day. No, we weren't, but looks cool. Great artwork. Dude named Chris did the artwork, did an amazing job. And now it just looks super nice, perfect spot for it. Over here we got Dave Matthews Band. Okay, brilliant, amazing band, incredibly gifted songwriter. Tried playing Dave Matthews guitar parts and singing at the same time, and good luck to you. That's all I can say. Got this really cool artwork here. I don't know where this came from, but some of the stuff was like given to me by over the years, or we found it, or my wife came across it. A lot less shelving. You probably remember from other YouTube videos. All right, we had these big, they used to be called Expedite shelves. I had a huge, massive one that I use as a backdrop for all my videos. That's not going to fit this room because it's a smaller room. And then we got some other cool artwork. I am a colossally huge Sting fan. Okay, so we got Sting, Englishman in New York. We got an autographed 8x10 of the man himself. Did he actually sign it? We don't know for sure. I think he did. I never met him. I used to work at a record store, HMV Music. For those of you who know, they used to have to go into stores to buy music. These days are sadly gone, but HMV Music, met my wife there, best friend, made tons of friends, long-standing relationships. So it was actually from the record company, so I think it's legit. We'll never know for sure. This cool thing, which again was a gift. Okay, you can actually see some of the records in here. Very cool. I talked about this in my last video. My all-time favorite album, absolute master. Peter Gabriel is he's not a songwriter, he's not a musician. He paints music. It's the best way that I can describe it. Never heard anything like him. I don't think we ever will again. absolute genius. My all-time, as much as I'm a colossally huge Sting and Police fan, all-time, if I had one album, right there, Peter Gabriel, Us. If you don't know it, you're missing out. This is a beautiful picture that was taken. I forget where it's from. My mom bought it for my wife and I. There's an actual picture. I don't believe that there's any extra lens or filter. This is the actual photo. Super cool. And my wife thought, wouldn't it look amazing beside the Peter Gabriel with the red and the red? Not that we worry about these things. Got my couple of little fun instruments up there. An old little FM stereo was given to me by my good friend Jay from Death by Records. Gotta check out Death by Records. Got my my lights from the old studio. Where are they here? There we go. Which are lots of fun. Are they hot? Yeah, it's a little bit warm. I thought it was supposed to be cool to touch. I just burned myself. I have to go to the hospital now. And a little whiteboard, because again, I teach in here. Super hard reflective surface. Terrible for acoustics. Nothing about this room is a good sounding room at all. So how do you get it done? Well, you mix at low levels. You reference headphones, different pairs of headphones. You reference different stereos. You listen to it on your phone. You listen to it in the car. You listen to it on other phones. You listen to it. You reference your mix in as many different places as you can, because it's never going to sound fantastic. Okay. Here, actually, we put 2 IKEA shelves. And my wife had this idea to corner them together. This actually works as a bass trap because there's a big empty space in between. So at least that's something. Might get some more bass traps in here. I have some leftover insulation, which I think I'm going to build a couple of acoustic panels for here and for the other side and for the back in behind the monitors, just to help break down the sounds a little bit. There's only so much you can do. This is a basement. You know, it's a room. It is what it is. It's not designed to be a studio, but it looks fancy, doesn't it? Got my guitars. I absolutely hate this guitar. Always have, never play it. This is my one and only Mexican Strat. Holds a tune very well. I've talked about it in some other videos. Irene's Pub, owned by my wife's uncle, Alex, and his lovely wife. Right here in Ottawa. If you're in the Ottawa area, gotta go check out Irene's Pub. Well, I gotta show you the slogan too. Stop telling your friends. Very cute. I dig it. What else do we have going on here? I guess that's pretty much... Ooh, this is fun. This is a super good idea. So we have a smaller space, so gotta really maximize it. So I got tripods, right? YouTuber. All right, check this action out. Okay, so that is it's like for brooms. Okay, to hold your brooms. Look at how perfect it is for tucking the tripods behind the door in a small space. I like things very zen, very put away. I got all this junk under the desks because we just finished this room like very, very shortly ago. And then this, which is my new desk, which I'm very excited about. Now a lot of custom desks are thousands of dollars. Okay, you can get these beautiful custom desks. This is from Wayfair, because that's how I roll. Because you don't need fancy schmancy, the best of the best to get things done. You just want things to be compact and comfortable. All right, so this is it's actually designed for music production. It's got a roll-out tray for my M-Audio workstation, which fits in there like a glove. Okay, then everything's all very, very zen and put away on the desk. Okay, I got my mic on a little articulating arm. It's got hooks for headphones. It's got... Oh wait, there's something missing over here though. We need to fix that right now. This is maybe the best part of the desk. Check it out. It's my coffee holder. Absolutely essential. I have 2 kids. I need coffee at all times. And yeah, so it's got like you could rack. It's got a rack mount. So if you had racks, if you're into hardware units, you could rack them in there. It's got a perfect height for a monitor, and my two monitors, super tiny. Okay, these are Fostex PMN something like that, 0.4. Anyway, the 4-inch, tiny. The sound is pretty good. It's nice flat response. There's no bass whatsoever, which is not great. But again, that's where you get the headphones and you reference your mix in a bunch of different places. I think regardless of what kind of monitors you have, you're gonna have to reference your mix in a whole bunch of different places, unless you have a perfectly designed, acoustically treated, soundproof, beautiful room with beautiful monitors. You're gonna have to reference your mix in a whole bunch of different places. That's just the way it goes. It is what it is. Got my Focusrite. I'd say it's probably like a budget interface. If you can't make things sound good on the Focusrite, you have no business doing music. Are there better interfaces? Yeah. Are there way better ones? Yeah. Listen to my mixes. I think they sound pretty good. If you think that a better interface is going to make better music for you, then you're doing something wrong. It is what it is. I say that a lot. Got my tripod over here. Handy little Canon 70D, which I still use all the time. Throw the 50mm lens on there. Get some nice juicy bokeh on there until Apple gets me native bokeh, which I think is probably coming. And down in the corner there, I got my little practice amp and my Boss RC505 loop station, which I use for my live looping. I got my couple of lights down there, kind of wedged away. So everything is very, very maxed out in terms of space, because it has to be, because this is a small space. But I think it's pretty sweet, to be honest with you. It's got a door. All right, so I can close the door to the world. There's a room upstairs above me that is the exercise room, which we only use in the mornings, so it doesn't interfere. I'm not going to get noise from above. This is my space. It's very, very clean and neat. It's way too bright in here, and I don't like bright lights. Apparently people with blue eyes have sensitivities to bright lights. I don't know if that's true. So I'm going to install this puppy a little dimmer. Got to have a dimmer switch, because I like, especially in the morning, I like to work in the morning, and this is blindingly bright. So I'm going to work on that. This is pretty sweet. This is totally unnecessary. It's a metal mouse pad. It's a nice little rubber backing. Totally unnecessary. But looks pretty sweet though, doesn't it? It's all shiny. And this is all I need. I got my samples with my SSD cards, and I got my Mac, which is 2013, but it's still just purring right along. I don't need anything else. I don't need fancy stuff to do what I need to do. So you just use what you got, and I try not to spend a whole lot of money. Could I have bought a $2,500 custom desk? Yeah. But how many samples could I buy with $2,500? So instead, we got the $500 Wayfair special, and I dig it. It's super solid metal construction. I don't work for Wayfair, by the way, but I'm very happy with it. It's just it's sleek, and it's neat, and it's small. It has a small footprint, which is perfect for a room of this size. And that is it. That is my space, my friends. So I hope, if anything, that this encourages you that, you could basically work from anywhere. If you have a laptop, a little MIDI controller, you could probably set yourself up in the kitchen with a pair of like Apple headphones, and you can do what you need to do. Again, you're just going to have to reference your mix in a whole bunch of different spots, because we're almost entirely working with samples these days, let's be honest. And they're so good sounding that you don't need a good room anymore. Okay, sorry, sound engineers with fancy studios, but it is what it is. So whatever space you got, that's the space that you use. And it's all about the work anyway. So this is my space, and this works for me very, very well. So next week, hopefully we'll be back at it, get some more sketches done. You guys seem to really be liking my sketches these days. Thank you for watching. And we'll be getting some more Spitfire kind of sketches going on, a couple of projects going on as well, which I'm very excited about, which I will hopefully talk about in an upcoming episode. That's it, my friends. Go create in whatever space you have and be safe. Catch you in the next one.